Hello! If this is your first time here, my name is Katie. I am the owner and artist behind Salvaged by K. Scott. I am a professional furniture painter, which means I make my living right here out of my home, painting and restyling found and thrifted pieces of furniture and home decor. So this video is going to be a little bit different than all of my previous videos. I actually just refinished my own dining room buffet, and I wasn't planning on doing it at all. It was totally spur of the moment, and unfortunately I didn't even think of bringing you guys along, so I didn't film the entire process like I normally would for a YouTube video. Luckily though, I did bring everyone on my Instagram feed along for the ride in my stories. If you don't follow me over on Instagram, head over there and do so. It's a great behind the scenes of what I'm doing on a daily basis. I bring everybody along from thrifting or picking things up at the side of the road all the way through the transformation process on most of my pieces. Anyways, for those of you here on YouTube that didn't get to watch my Insta stories, I've kind of taken all of those little video clips and put them together in sort of a one-shot deal of this whole process. All right, here we go.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing. Go.
I was at the thrift store today looking for furniture. I already have furniture. I already own furniture that needs a makeover. So in a brilliant stroke of genius, I think I'm going to empty this out and see if Doug can help me get it out to the garage and work on it. We bought this about 15 years ago, our little dining set. And I loved it at the time. It's not awful, but it is definitely worn, well loved, and in need of some help. So why not, right? Why am I not fixing my own crap? So yeah, that's the plan. The table and the chairs definitely also need some loving, but I think I'll start with the buffet. It's full of stuff that we don't really use, so good opportunity to purge. Okay. Whew. I think I'm done sanding for a bit. There's still a couple little spots down in corners, but I think I might just leave it. So don't tell anybody, being that this is my piece and it's gonna go right back where it was and get lots more wear and tear. I don't think I'm gonna sweat it too much. But there are a couple of little obstacles that I am facing now, so I'm gonna let you know what I'm gonna do to hopefully make it work. Okay, so obstacle number one, this whole piece is veneer, and like a really thin veneer. So on the top, it's sanded down fine. I didn't blow through the veneer at all. There were a couple little spots that were already missing chunks of veneer, but I think some white wax will camouflage that. But you can see here, this top is MDF. I don't think it looks bad. It's the same color as the wood on the top, so I think that'll be okay once I seal it up with some liming wax. But obstacle number two is this strip under here. So I tried really hard with my orbital and with my mouse and by hand to get in there and get that off, but I don't know what's on it. It's like tar. It's really sticky. It is definitely not the same as the rest of the piece. And I can't get in there. to sand it by hand is gonna take me 100 years and I'm not interested. So what I'm gonna do is find some chalk paint that is the same color as the wood, and I'll just paint that strip. And then again, with the liming wax on it that I'm planning on using to seal this piece, I think it will be fine and camouflaged. You can't see it at all. Like if you're standing in front of the buffet, it's not, I don't know, it's not enough. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And then my other little issue here is these are the 3 drawers that go in the middle, and then those 2 drawers go on top. But these 2 have some really funky wood grain, and oh, look at that, I made a boo-boo. The veneer is really thin and the grain is really deep. So I'm afraid if I sand down far enough to kind of get all the stain out of that grain, I'm just gonna bust right through the veneer. So I think I'm done sanding those. I'm gonna try and just rub some bleach on it, some plain old laundry bleach, and see if that sort of lightens it up a little bit. It's never gonna look like those because it's not the same, but hopefully the bleach will kind of tone down the zebra effect enough. But overall, I think I'm in a good spot. I think that this bare wood look is gonna be a winner on this guy. Especially, like I said, this is already 15 years old. It has lived 1,000 lives in our family, and it will continue to. So I'm not at all concerned about perfection, but I think it's going to be pretty darn snazzy once she's done. Okay, so this is what I'm doing about that strip that I just can't sand. This is fat paint in the color jute, which is as close as I have to a wood tone. And I'm just gonna take my little country chic artist brush and go around and paint it. It's hard to tell the difference in this light, but I found a slightly better color match. This is Coconut by Fat. It's a little more brown, a little less gray than that jute was, so I like that better. And I'm just taking that same color with a whole bunch of water and just doing a really light wash over these top 2 drawers. There's with the wash, without the wash. So just take the edge off of that crazy wood grain. There we go. That's a much better match to the other drawers now. Still not 100% the same, but that's okay. And this is looking good too. I just sanded it. Oh, it still looks way darker, but I promise in person it's almost exactly the same color. So I think it'll be good once the white wax is on there. It'll bring it all together. Back to that guy. I got Doug to help me haul it back inside. And once we got it back in the sunlight, especially on that contrasting kind of blue-gray wall, it was reading a little bit all over the place. She had multiple personality disorder going on. And all I mean by that is the wood tones were all different. So the top was different than the top drawers, and the top drawers were different than the doors, and the doors were different than the middle drawers, and the middle drawers were different than the sides. So I just took some really watered down paint. These guys, Coconut and Jute, are the ones that I used on that weird piece of trim last night too. Watered it way down and just did kind of a really light wash over the whole piece, and it's nice and evened out now. So once that's dry, I will white wax it and put the hardware on, and it'll be done. And I'm almost at the end of my 4 stories, so bye. I love it. Like I said at the beginning, this was totally spur of the moment. I just decided one night this week that I was gonna haul it out to the garage and do something. So when I started, I wasn't 100% sure which direction I was going in. And once I decided on this bare wood finish, I wasn't sure that I could pull it off, but I did, and it's amazing. Next up on my furniture docket is my dining room table. It's over there, and it's really ugly. So if you want to watch that makeover, make sure that you subscribe to me here and click the notifications bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for hanging out with me again today, guys. I'll catch you next time.